In the great hall of St. Aurelia's monastery, silence reigned, cold, deliberate, absolute. Lina stood before the council, her hands clasped, her heart a storm. Priest, in a stern, low voice, "Sister Lina, you have been summoned under grave accusation of betrayal of vows, and the corruption of sacred duty." Lina replies quietly, "I did not mean to defy. I only followed where my heart." She was interrupted by the priest. "Your heart is not your compass. The church is pat, and it does not awe." Each word struck her like a lash, but still, she lifted her eyes, steady, unbroken. Lina finally replies, "If love is a sin, then I accept my punishment." Sister Miriam whisper, conflicted. She does not deny it. Sister Miriam's voice trembled, not with anger, but with doubt. For the first time, she wondered if mercy could exist outside of obedience. Under the tree where he was waiting, Adrian decided to go inside the chapel. He had heard whispers of the trial, and knew, if he did nothing, she would be lost. But the door was tightly locked, he couldn't enter. Adrian spoke grimly to himself. "They can call it sin, curse my name, cast stones if they must. But I will not let her stand alone." Every hoofbeat carried him closer not to safety, but to sacrifice. The priest delivered his judgment. "Lina of Aurelia, you are hereby stripped of your title and confined until you renounce this heresy." Lina, defiant whisper, "My only heresy was love." The hall fell silent. Not even the thunder dared to speak after her words. Sister Miriam, whispering prayer, "Forgive her, Lord, for she speaks with truth." But truth, in that place, was the deepest blasphemy of all. As night fell, a shadow slipped through the monastery gates, cloaked, relentless. Adrian had come. "Lina, I am here." Lina, startled, whisper, "You shouldn't have come. They'll find you." Adrian replies, "Then let them. I'd rather die for love than live without it." His voice broke something inside her, that last fragile wall between faith and feeling. From the shadows, Sister Miriam watched. Duty told her to call the guards, but her heart told her something else. Sister Miriam quietly speaks to herself. Perhaps love itself is the test. She stepped forward, not as an accuser, but as a witness. Sister Miriam speaks to the two. "Go. Leave before dawn. This place no longer belongs to mercy." Lina asks, in a tearful, "Miriam, why?" "Because I see now what I once feared. Love does not destroy faith, only pride." They fled through the courtyard. Hand in hand, every heartbeat, a prayer. Adrian then urges Lina to hurry up, telling her that, beyond the woods, lies the river once we cross. They can't touch them. Lina asks, "And if heaven still follows?" Adrian gently replies to her, "Then let heaven learn what it means to chase love." But the church's hunters were swift torches cutting through the rain. Voices crying her name, guard shouting, "Stop!" in the name of the council. Lina whispering prayer, "Father, forgive us." Yet forgiveness was not what they sought, only silence. "Hold on." Splash, they leap into the river. The current tore at them, cold and merciless. But together, they did not sink, they fought, they clung, they rose. By morning, they reached the far bank, drenched, shivering but glad to be alive. Lina weakly asks, "Is this freedom?" Adrian replies, "No, not yet. But it's the first step." She looked toward the horizon, a world beyond vows, beyond judgment. For the first time, the sky seemed to open, not as a warning, but as a welcome. In the monastery's empty hall, the priest stared at the altar. She has escaped. And if love can flee our walls, perhaps it was never ours to cage. Even the righteous can tremble when truth knocks upon the door. As Lina and Adrian vanished into the forest, a single white feather drifted down from the clouds above, untouched by rain, unburdened by judgment. Lina softly asks Adrian, "Do you think heaven watches us?" Adrian replies with a smile, "I think heaven listens, but love speaks louder." And somewhere, far beyond the reach of walls and vows, an angel whispered, not in anger but in awe. In the war between faith and love, they chose each other. But every choice has a price. And the world they escaped has not forgotten them. Watch episode 7 of Veil of Desire, The Reckoning. When love runs from heaven, even angels will follow.